If you've left it to the last minute to buy a gift for your favorite photographer, I've got you covered, and I've got some items starting as cheap as $9, and the most expensive item in this lineup is only $129. So there's a lot of affordable items and some great stocking stuffers as well. Importantly, all of these items right now are showing as available for delivery before Christmas on Amazon. So I'll put all those links in the description down below. In addition to that, Amazon has that liberal return policy. So if you get the color they don't like or they want a slightly different size or type of item, you can always return it and take advantage of that change of mind return policy. And the first one I'm going to suggest is the Peak Design wrist strap. Now, this is just to be used as a protection or security in case you're walking around and you want to kind of use the camera just handheld. You don't want a big strap in the way, but you want some sort of security if somebody tries to grab this out of your hand, if your hands get sweaty or you're afraid it's going to slip out of your hands. We've got a quick release system, and this just clicks on like that. And then we've got the hand through and it doesn't get in the way. And it's just a very lightweight way to travel and use your camera. And I really like using wrist strap, particularly for stuff like street photography where I don't want a big camera strap hanging around me. The second one I'm going to recommend is the Peak Design full-size camera straps. Now, this one is the Sling, but there is a Slide Light, which is like a middle ground. I suggest going with the Slide Light. That is the medium size. It's pretty safe. Importantly, this is also a quick release on and off camera strap system. And the reason this is nice is because there's sometimes you want to use a camera strap, sometimes you don't. And with the ones that come with the camera from the manufacturers, they aren't removable and they really get in the way when you don't want to have them. So I think this is almost like if you have a photographer that isn't using a quick release strap, this is kind of a no-brainer. And once again, this is a Peak Design strap. And it's Peak Design is kind of like the leader or the number one in these type of straps they've been making for years, and it's kind of the premium brand. So as a gift, I think that is a nice one to get somebody. The next thing I would suggest is the Sling Bag by PGY Tech, and having a sling bag is just a really nice alternative to a full-size camera bag because it allows you to carry like a camera around and one or two lenses and just be really lightweight, some spare batteries and some spare memory cards without bringing your full-size backpack along. The 4-liter one is great for small cameras. The 6-liter one is great for bigger cameras. The only reason I don't have it to show you right now is I've loaned it to a friend who is out traveling in Japan and taking amazing photos. And so she's using it right now, and it's something that I highly recommend. Yeah, 4-liter for the smaller cameras, 6-liter for the bigger cameras. 4-liter is around $60. A 6-liter is around 80 to 100 or something like that. The other one, and this is a super cheap one, this would be a great stocking stuffer, is a camera cleaning kit. And this basically includes everything you need to clean your camera. It includes lens wipes, it includes sensor cleaners, it includes spray, it includes a pen, it includes a blower. So this is absolutely a no-brainer, and it's a bit of a consumable, so it's something that even if they already have one, buying them another one, eventually it will be used up. I mean, in some ways you might think of this as the photographer's version of socks and underwear because it's not very sexy, but it's really important. It's something every photographer should have, and once again, it's $20. This is kind of like a generic brand. I will link the one below that I recommend. It doesn't have the same label on it, but it's exactly the same, and you get all this in the kit, all this cleaning kit for $20, and yeah, every photographer will need one, and they will use them up over time. The next one is a battery charger, and this is this new battery charger by Lolano. I'm not sure exactly how you say it, but it's really clever. The only disadvantage of it is a little bit on the big side, but it is like the equivalent for camera batteries of what an AirPod case is for AirPod headphones, and that is when you open it up, the batteries come out, and just like an AirPod case, you put the batteries in and they charge in the unit itself so that the unit has its own battery that you charge. So if you're traveling around, you've got this in your bag, your backpack, it's just charging those batteries the whole time. And in fact, the way this works, you almost have unlimited battery life because you can have one in your camera, you can have two in here. And as you rotate them, you can go through an entire day and just be shooting constantly and you won't run out of battery. So super clever system. Yeah, the only disadvantage is a little bit on the big side, but if you're traveling, I think that is a really good option. The next one is lens wipes, and man, you can't, this is another really cheap one. They start at $5 and go up to $25. I can't remember what this kit exactly cost me. This is like a 200 one. And I use these both for my glasses, but also for cleaning the cameras, cleaning screens, cleaning phones. This is a no-brainer, just another one of these consumables. They'll definitely use these up. So over time, that's not something that's going to be wasted. 100%, those are useful to every photographer. Now, the next one is kind of a funny one. And before I owned one of these, I would have probably said, what the heck are you going to use that for? And that is a power blower. And these come in different models and different levels. So if you've got a photographer that has basically everything and you want to get them a really nice piece of kit that they're definitely going to use that they probably would have never bought for themselves, this is the BB2 by Nitecore. This is a high-powered blower for cleaning your camera gear. And so whether it be lenses or cameras, and it's got the little brush on there, and it's even got like a little rubber tip here. So if you're like cleaning your lens and you bump the lens, it doesn't damage the lens. Yeah, I use this all the time for cleaning my camera gear. It's just a really gentle, nice way. Now, this is the premium model. It's kind of expensive, $90. So this is for the photographer as everything. You want to get them something really special. But they also have some cheaper models. This one, you don't have to get the pink one. This one looks kind of absurd. It's $39. And there's a nano one for $29. But a power blower, every photographer that I know has appreciated one once they've had them in their hand. But yeah, if you want to get something really special, get the $90 ones. It actually looks so cool too. It's really a special present. The next one is a travel tripod. If you've got a photographer that's got a tripod, but not a travel tripod just gives them the ability to take so many like long exposure, family photos, all kinds of stuff like time lapse, stuff that you couldn't do when traveling when you're not bringing a full-size tripod with you. And I've got a couple of different options, a couple of different budgets. The first one is one that I'm recommending. Sometimes it's on sale. At the time of shooting this video, it's about $79. This is just an absolutely excellent tripod. It does everything the $300, $400, $500, or $600 tripods do. It is a tiny bit heavier because it is a metal tripod, but it's a very affordable tripod. And this is a tripod that'll basically last the rest of their life. And yeah, it's a really nice unit. One of my most recommended on the channel, and one of the ones that people always come back to me and thank me for recommending to them. For a little bit more money, and we've got a carbon fiber version. This is a Neewer tripod. They're both Neewer tripods. The last one, LT07. This one is an LT32. This is a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, a little bit more compact, a little bit more premium, feels a little bit more premium, and it's just under $200. But once again, this is something, tripods last for life. Like a camera, eventually you're going to replace the camera body. You buy a good tripod, you can be using it 30 years from now. So it is a good investment. And this is a budget alternative to a tripod that costs about $600. And I think this one is every bit as good at well under $200. Now, for a lot of photographers, when they're traveling, they know that they want a tripod to use for like long exposure, family photo, time lapse, stuff like this. But they don't want to bring a full-size tripod. They're just bringing a tiny bag with them. That's where a tabletop tripod comes in handy. And this is a great one by Suray. Now, this is like the premium version. I'm going to give you a little budget version later. This one is $90, and it has these extendable legs, so you can kind of get it higher up off the table, or you can sort of keep it low on the ground. It's got multiple different angles that you can adjust it. It has a built-in leveling head. You can set this thing really low, or you can set it up higher. Yeah, and this is also another one that people on the channel have really loved. Carbon fiber. So this is an absolutely, probably one of the best tabletop tripods you can buy. That one's $90. And this is a little bit cheaper one. It's a metal one. It's probably about a similar weight. It doesn't have the extendable legs. So you've sort of just got this option, or you can set it up a little bit like this, and it's got these rubber feet that kind of hold it in place, or you can put it at different angles. But this one's about $40. So two options there for tabletop tripods. Once again, great sort of stocking stuffer type things. And yeah, anybody who doesn't have a tabletop tripod will appreciate that. Now, another one, this is another great one for the photographer that has everything. I'm working on ordering a big one for my place, and that is what's called a dry cabinet for lenses and camera bodies. And you can get them on Amazon for between $140 and $299. They essentially look like a bar fridge with a glass front, but they keep the cameras in a humidity-controlled environment that prevents fungus and damaging mold from growing in the cameras. If you live like down south in the US or in any high humidity environment, this is a no-brainer. They might not even know that these things exist, but they are so valuable, and they make the cameras last for so many years longer. Yeah, so particularly if you're in a high humid environment. The next one is one that a lot of people don't think of anymore, but this really opens up a photographer's world to something completely different, and that is an on-camera flash. And this one only costs about $80. It takes rechargeable batteries. It's by Godox. It's the TT350. And after the TT350, there'll be a letter. C is for Canon, S is for Sony. So I'll put links to all the different brands below. But just know if whatever camera system they've got, whatever letter it starts with, that's what'll be after the 350. So the 350N means Nikon, the 350F means Fuji, and that's how it works. But giving somebody a flash who hasn't shot on-camera flash is just going to challenge them and allow them to explore a completely different type of photography. And it's become a little bit of a lost art, but often online when you see amazing photos, you're like, wow, that's incredible. How did they get that look? I can tell you a high percentage of the time it's because they're using flash, and it's something just a lot of people don't do anymore, but still the pros use flash all the time. Now, if you want something that allows your favorite photographer to play with light and you don't want to be that expensive or spend that kind of money, these are a couple little cool little lights. They can mount on top of the camera in the cold shoe like this. I'll slide that in there. And then it's a little light that goes like that. Now that is a fill light that can just like fill someone's face, just to add a little bit of light to someone's face. You can take it off the camera and just add a little accent or something like that. So playing with light, photography is just all about painting with light. And this gives you what I would call a tiny little paintbrush to paint that light with. This is a light that has 3 different color modes, 3 different white color modes. And there's also one that has 3 different color modes. And particularly cool about these is they are rechargeable, USB-C rechargeable, and they cost $9 each. I would suggest stocking stuffer. Get one of each. Get one of the color ones and one of the white ones. I'll link both the different kinds below. But yeah, super fun. Something that a lot of people don't know is out there, but I think a photographer gets out on Christmas Day. It's just going to give them something different to play with. They can play with it when they're doing shots, just using the light in different ways. The other one that every photographer is going to need is a memory card case. You can get a waterproof one off Amazon for $12. I'll link the exact one I found. But then there's also this SD card reader and case. I think it's around $20 or $30, and it is water resistant. So it handles the SD cards. It has this little thing for ejecting the SIM in your phone, so when you're traveling, but it's also an SD card reader that reads the SD card and mini SD cards, and it's a high-speed reader, all in this tiny little thing that goes in your camera bag, or you can use the clip to hang it from the outside of your camera bag. Yeah, it's a clever little thing by PGY Tech, actually. Another one, which pretty much every photographer has one of these, but if they don't, hey, it's kind of a fun, somewhat corny, but somewhat cool gift, and that is a lens coffee mug. It looks like a camera lens, but it's actually an insulated coffee mug, and you can get those for $17 on Amazon. The other one that a lot of new photographers don't have or don't even think about, but is super, super useful, particularly if you're doing sports photography or you're running around and you want some stability, but you don't want to carry a full-size tripod with you, and that is a monopod. Now, there's the Amazon Basics one, which is this one. You can get that one for $21. And for $21, this is going to add a lot of functionality to their photography, particularly if you're doing kids' sports and something like that. If you want a bit more of a premium one, this is the Cobra. Now, this Cobra one is actually the carbon fiber one, which is a little bit more expensive. I'll link that one, but there's also an aluminum one, which is a little bit cheaper, but they're both equally good. And the carbon fiber doesn't even weigh that much less. They're very, very similar. So this is a little bit more premium model, but I think even that $21 one is really going to add a lot of value if you're doing kids sports or running around outdoor, stuff like that. The other one is SD cards. These are the SD cards I use. They are the Lexar SD cards. And basically, every photographer can never have enough SD cards, basically. I mean, I probably have 30 of them, and I still seem to run out of them and can't find them at times. Having more SD cards also gives you a backup plan, so when you're on a trip, you take a series of photos. You don't have to format that card right away. You throw it in your card case, you put it upside down, and that's one that's used, and one that's right side up is one that's unused. And then you just keep waiting until the end. You might even get the whole trip where you're able to keep the backups just on the card. So the more cards you have, kind of the better. And a 2-pack of the 128 gigs, which is what I usually get, is $63, but a 1-pack is $34. And all of these deals at the time of shooting this video, if you order them on Amazon, they do arrive before Christmas, and you probably have a few days for that to go. And Amazon's pretty good like this. It will actually tell you on the thing. Does it arrive before Christmas? So if that's important to you, you got that information. All right. Hope that was helpful. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments down below. And once again, links to all the deals that I've talked about will be down in the description.